very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Ashadh Acharya. The top stories first. UML task force to meet again today. Leaders said they have resolved most of the continuous issues. Country records rise in COVID-19 infection. More deaths reported after government eased restrictions. Nepal Oil Corporation hikes price of petroleum products. Petrol to cost rupees 129 per litre now. Haiti president killed in attack at home. Interim PM claims attackers were foreigners. And England edges out Denmark to reach Euro 2020 final. Makes it to the first final in 55 years. And now the news in detail. A meeting of the CPN-UML Dispute Resolution Task Force is scheduled for today as well. The task force members have claimed that the meeting held on Wednesday has resolved dispute on many issues, although a verbal agreement has been reached in the meeting of the working group that has been continuously meeting since last Monday. It is said that a formal decision is yet to be reached. Some finishing touches to the agreements have to be made, and according to the task force, it is doing the necessary homework to conclude it. Subhash Nemwang, one of the members of the task force from the KPOLI faction, said that the task force has been continuously working to resolve areas of dispute and is close to completing its job. Another leader, Surendra Pandey from Madhav Nepal's faction, further added that the task force members have been single-mindedness towards party unification and dispute resolution. It is said that some important issues, including how to manage the leaders who joined the CPN-UML from the Maoist dissolution of the House of Representatives and the judicial process and distribution of the power among the main leadership of the party are yet to be agreed upon. If there is an agreement between the two sides in today's meeting, party chairman Oli and senior leader Nepal will issue a joint appeal for unity. Lawmakers of the National Assembly during yesterday's meeting of the Upper House complained about the government's lackluster efforts for getting COVID-19 vaccines. A report.
During the special session of Upper House meeting, Jitendra Narayan Dev of the main opposition Nepali Congress accused the government of failing to take the substantive steps to import vaccines against COVID-19, citing that some vaccine manufacturing countries were facilitating other countries for achieving the vaccines. He said the government had not made any substantive effort for getting vaccines. According to him, although South Asian countries continue to get vaccines under the COVAX facility, Nepal has been able to bring vaccines only from China. CPN Mao Center's Radheshyam Paswan said that although the constitution has eliminated caste discrimination, it has not been implemented in practice. He said that the recent activities of some high-ranking government officials regarding caste discrimination were a mockery of the constitution. Similarly, another lawmaker, Tulasa Kumari Dahal, drew the government's attention to provide relief to natural disasters affected people and also demanded action against those involved in the cases of violence against women. Meanwhile, speaking in the jury hour of the National Assembly yesterday, lawmakers demanded that the government should roll back the hike in the price of petroleum products.
This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The number of COVID-19 infection continues to rise as the lockdown has been eased in most parts of the country, including the capital. A report.
The government yesterday confirmed 2,979 new cases of COVID-19 against 2,634 cases on Tuesday. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, the new cases were confirmed from a total of 11,898 PCR and antigen tests carried out in different laboratories across the country. With the new cases, the total number of infected people has reached 648,085 in the country. The number of daily fatalities also reported a rise yesterday with 28 deaths, whereas 15 infected patients had died on Tuesday. The total number of COVID-19 fatalities has reached 9,291. Meanwhile, 1,333 people recovered from the disease yesterday, compared to 1,565 cases of recovery a day ago. As of yesterday, 614,327 people have recovered from the disease in Nepal. Among the active cases, there are still 23,756 people in home isolation, 2,788 in institutional isolation, of which 571 patients are in ICU, while 161 are with ventilator support.
And now the news from economic front. Nepal Oil Corporation has increased the price of petroleum products effective from Tuesday midnight. The state-owned oil monopoly has hiked the price of petrol, diesel, kerosene, aviation turbine fuel as well as cooking gas. According to NOC, it has increased the price of petrol, diesel and kerosene by Rs 2 per litre. With the price hike, petrol will now cost Rs 129 per litre in Kathmandu Valley, while the prices of diesel and kerosene have been fixed at Rs 112 per litre each. Similarly, NOC has increased the price of aviation fuel for international flights by Rs 2 per litre. The fuel for international flights will now cost Rs 84 per litre. The price of LPG has been increased by Rs 25 per cylinder. A cooking gas cylinder will now cost Rs 1,425. Prior to this, NOC has increased the price of petroleum products on June 23. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse has been killed and his wife injured in an attack at their home in the nation's capital, Port-au-Prince. Unidentified gunmen stormed the property at 1 a.m. local time and killed the president, BBC reported, citing interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph. He has called for calm and declared a state of emergency nationwide. The president had led Haiti, one of the poorest nations in the world, since 2017, but had forced widespread protests demanding his resignation. The nation's recent history has been plagued by coups, political instability, and widespread gang violence. PM Joseph called the shooting of the president a heinous, inhuman, and barbaric act, saying the attackers were foreigners who spoke English and Spanish. Some reports spoke of the men dressed in black carrying high-powered weapons who may have pretended to be part of the U.S. drug enforcement operation, although no official details have been given. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. England edged out Denmark to reach the final of the Euro 2020. The victory marked their first semi-final win since the 1966 World Cup, as Harry Kane's extra-time goal earned them a 2-1 victory at Wembley Stadium on Wednesday. England had to come from behind as a Simon Kjær own goal cancelled out Mikkel Damsgaard's super free kick for the Danes in the first half. England were awarded a penalty in the 103rd minute after Raheem Sterling went down with minimum contact, allowing Captain Kane to decide the match. England will return to Wembley on Sunday, 55 years after lifting the World Cup there, but they did it the hard way. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. UML task force to meet again today. Leaders said they have resolved most of the contentious issues. Country records rise in COVID-19 infection. More deaths reported after government eased restrictions. Nepal Oil Corporation hikes price of petroleum products. Petrol to cost Rs 129 per litre now. Haiti president killed in attack at home. Interim PM claims attackers were foreigners. And England is out Denmark to reach Euro 2020 final, makes it to the first final in 55 years. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.